Recent statistics indicate that our national poverty rate stands at 9.36%, affecting millions. Over 57% of the population lives below basic living standards. For the impact of poverty, one of them is education, that perpetuating a cycle of helplessness. We also observe regional disparities, particularly in remote areas like East Nusa Tenggara, where infrastructure development and job creation haven't kept pace with rapid urbanization. These inequalities exacerbate the economic challenge we face, hindering national growth. For this issue, our focus is on equipping youth in NTT with the necessary skills to secure employment. We aim to collaborate with local government, educational institutions, and international organizations to implement strategies that ensure job opportunities in tourism for underprivileged communities. Ultimately, our goal is to promote economic resilience and empowering communities to break the cycle of poverty. With the right initiative, we can create a brighter future for our society.
So why we have to make this program? It's because we have a literature review that show poverty alleviation through education and tourism in NTT. There are a Journal of Development study that the title is Poverty and Livelihood Strategy in Eastern Indonesia. This article examines livelihood strategies in East Indonesia, including NTT. Research show that high dependence on the agricultural sector, coupled with low level of education, hinders economic diversification in NTT. Many families in NTT face prolonged economic difficulties due to limited access to more profitable jobs. The important point in this literature review is vocational education in the tourism sector is identified as one of the effective ways to reduce poverty in areas with great natural tourism potential such as NTT. Poverty remains a significant challenge in many developing countries, including Indonesia. This literature review explored the potential of education and tourism as effective tools for poverty alleviation. Drawing on the theories such as human capital theory by Smith and Todaro and economic growth theory, research has shown that education and tourism can lead to higher earnings, reduce poverty rates, and improve livelihoods. The proposed project aligned with these findings by investing vocational education and training and developing the tourism sectors. However, as not in analyzed based on theory of capital-based approach on Indonesia graduate employability by Pudianti, this a comprehensive approach is needed to address graduate employability considering factors beyond human capital.
From the implementation methods, we're going to do training programs. We're going to have some workshops on tourism-related skills such as waste management, local guiding, and hospitality basics. From this implementation, it can help participants gain knowledge and competencies relevant to the needs of the local economy.
This program is planned as 4 months with a structured allocation of time, cost, and energy. The first one is time. This program will span over 4 months, includes 2 months for registrations, and other 2 months is for socializations and training. So for the cost, we have allocated a budget to cover some materials, transportations, training facilities, refreshments, and outreach to ensure effective delivery. For the energy, we have to maximize impact, so we are engaging volunteers from student organizations and local community leaders to maximize engagement and reduce costs.
So, what about the schedules of activities?
For the first week on June 2025, we will do some training introductions. We will orient participants and community members. This session will introduce the objective and benefits of the training programs. The second week, we're going to do communication skills trainings. So the participant will training on effective communication skills essential for tourism and hospitality. For the third week, we will focus on customer service techniques, including handling inquiries and managing guest interaction. In week 4, the focus will shift to professionalism and work ethics.
Next, the activity schedule for the following one is tour guiding skills. Next, for the second week is homestay management planning. Next, for the following week is basic marketing skills. And for the last week is practical workshop. Next, plan for evaluations. Evaluation is of course very important to assess the progress and understanding of the participants. So we have to plan for evaluations. First is mid-progress assessment on mid-July and the last assessment on early week of